Hi everybody, Namaskaram. Please make yourself comfortable. I trust you have lit your candle and that you've cut your lemon. You can keep your lemon on either side of you wherever you are sitting. Let your bowl of salt be close by. What you were listening to before my voice came on was a Lord Shivji chant, and Lord Shivji and Kali Ma are the two Hindu deities that we invoke whenever we are working on entities and curses and ill will and what is known as Buri Nazar or evil eye. All new moons bring out these energies very strongly in us. At the same time, new moons are about new beginnings. It is about closing the door on whatever has taken place till now and moving into another beginning, moving into another phase. When we are under the attack of entities or curses or ill will, it's difficult to do that. In fact, in the presence of such dark energy, it is that much more harder to get unstuck and move ahead. And the reason for that is very simple. You know how when you have happy days, because we all have happy days no matter what we're going through, we all have happy moments, we all have light moments. Lightness is exactly its name. It's light. So it's like a butterfly. It's like a fairy. It flits away very quickly. It flies away very quickly. But dark energies, on the other hand, are dense. They are very heavy energies, and heaviness takes that much more time. If I use just one word to describe all of these energies in terms of an emotion, that emotion would be our negativity. You know, the reason why it's difficult to switch from being negative to being positive, because positive is a form of lightness, is for that precise reason. Negativities are very heavy energies. They're physically very dense. Negative energies, therefore, invariably start sticking to us stronger. Because light energies are so light, they move away very quickly. On today's call, we're going to move a little away from the standard way that we've been working with entity clearings and ill will clearings. For those of y'all who are completely new to this, please do check out some of the older replays on YouTube. I think for the last quite a few months, we've been getting together to do these clearings every new moon. In fact, very often I do it one day before the new moon. So if any of y'all also have to catch it on the replay, you're still catching it on the correct day. This does not mean that you cannot hear the replay after the new moon. You're most welcome to do so. But the energy of the new moon is the most powerful to reveal our negativities, to reveal entity attachments, to reveal curses, and therefore to clear all of them. The reason why these kind of energies come through is also very logical. When we've not felt safe in our life, when we've not had a safe, protected, cared for upbringing, it leaves our aura full of tears and holes. For the more sensitive amongst us, for the more emotional amongst us, for empaths especially, empaths have very porous auras. And porous auras doesn't mean that there are big holes in the aura. It means that leakages in the aura are very easily happening. Things come through very easily. When things have to go out, when they are light, they go out very quickly. When they are heavy, they come and start collecting and collating around us. So the first thing that I want us to do is feel a little safe and feel a little protected and a little grounded in our energies. When we are grounded, we feel safe in the body. When we are grounded, we feel at home in the body. When we feel at home in the body, it's an automatic safety and protection for us. For those of us who don't feel safe in the body, who are constantly checking out, because there's trauma in the body, there's pain in the body, there are intense feelings in the body, there are memories in the body, there's unhandleable stuff in the body. For such of us, the grounding becomes something of a struggle. Even then, I want you to see how easy it is with the decrees. Please close your eyes, keep your feet uncrossed, palms facing upward, and just receive what I have to say. Safe, 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 safer, 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 and 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 so safe, so safe, so safe, safest, 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 grounding, safest, grounding, safest, grounding, safest, grounded, safest, grounded, safest, grounded, safest, grounded, and safest, and grounded, and safest, and grounded, and safest, and grounded, protection, 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 protected, 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 safest, grounded, safest, grounded, protected, protected, safest, grounded, and safest, and protected, and safest, and protected, and safest, and protected. Whenever you're ready, very gently open your eyes, have some water. You're going to take a handful of salt from your bowl of salt, and a handful is just how much ever comfortably fits in your palm. You're going to put your palm on top of your head, and beginning to rotate from the right side. So the palm is on the center of the head. Bring it towards the right. Bring it forward. Turn it around from the top of your forehead towards the left. Come back to the center. That's one circle. And like that, with the salt in your hand, you are going to make 7 anti-clockwise circles. Once done, please move to the washroom and flush this away. Wash your hands. Come back. Tell me how you're doing. We are chatting on the Facebook group, Yes to More Health and Wealth, under the lime and salt poster. Neelu, once you're done, once you've flushed away the salt and washed your hands, please let me know that you're ready. Thank you, Nishi. Neelu, the first check that I would like done is the percentage of safety on the group. You can also, if you prefer, if it's an easier way to check, the level of grounding on the group. Have water, everybody, while Neelu lets us know. And the percentage level of grounding in the group is 100% right now. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Neelu. Thank you. The next that I would like you to check on, Neelu, is the level of entity presence in the group. And in the meantime, I'm just going to ask Mercury retrograde to leave now because I do understand that you've posted on Facebook, but I can't see it. So Mercury retrograde, you can leave now. You can leave now. You can leave now. You can leave now. I remember the last time this happened, and that's what I said. And I immediately got to see this comment, and look, I can see it now again.
Hey Nidhu, sorry to come in. Could you just repeat the question, which entity were you referring to?
So I want you to check the level of entity presence in the group collectively.
Okay, just generically, or are you wanting a specific one?
No, generically.
Okay.
There are various kinds of entities. There are entities that can come from our family, where there was an entity on somebody who was ill, and we felt terrible about them, and we wanted to do something to make it easier for them. We can end up carrying their entities. There can be ancestral entities. There can be entities from our neighbors. There can be entities from our buildings. But I'm just asking for an overall check to see what level of entity presence we have on the group right now.
90%.
Whoa. Everybody?
Overall, so it
Yeah,
would,
overall. Correct.
encompass a lot,
Overall.
right?
Yeah, overall. So it's an average. So 90% entity presence right now. Please do not worry at all. When we did this test, when Neelu and I were doing these various tests, we were continuously checking the results after the decrease, and you will be amazed at what all happened. Repeat with me this particular sentence. 90% entities, you can leave now. We're going to do this 9 more times. 90% entities, you can leave now. 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 You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. 90% entities, unplugged, declamped, deattached, removed, released, relinquished, banished, banished, banished. 10 times, please repeat with me. I am de-entitized now. 9 more times. I am de-entitized now. 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 Have water. Neelu, will you check the percentage and let us know now?
%20. Nidhu, can you hear me?
and powerful 20%. They didn't want me to be able to respond. I was actually applauding. And everybody, I would like you to clap all around your body, starting from your left side. And please clap over your head and back down again to your right side. And then back up from your right side, above your head, downward, and back at the center. And with just that, Neelu, can you please check and tell us? Fantastic, fantastic. You know, clapping is such a phenomenal way to clear your space of dark energies, of ill will, of curses. However, let us say if despite this particular clearing, some of it is still so heavy that it's still sticking to us. Neelu, can you please let us know what is the percentage of the curses on the group?
Nidhu, it's at 50%.
50%. Yes?
Yes, 50. Yes.
50%. Got it. 50% curses. You can leave now. 9 more times. 50% curses. You can leave now. 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 Curses cleaned, cleared, erased, removed. Curses dispersed, dispelled, expelled, repelled. Curses undone, unmade, unformed. Curses gone, all gone. Entities gone, all gone. Have water, everybody. And Neelu, check and tell us, please.
Nidhu, are you here? I'm unable to see you on the system. Everybody, just give me a moment. I was about to give the information that it has dropped to 10%. Give me a moment. Let me get her on.
Yeah, I'm back. Did you see
you're
it
there.
has dropped? Yeah, it has dropped to 10%.
20%.
To 20%. So it was 50% and it has become 20% now. Dipali is feeling light. Sunita's head is heavy. Now, as these clearings take place, you can have various reactions. Reactions can come from the places where the curses have been absorbed in the body. Reactions can come from the places where the entity was attached to the body. So, Sunita, your head is heavy. Is it a bearable heaviness? In fact, Neelu, please tell me the level. Oh, wait a minute. We're only down to 20% right now for curses, right? Sunita, while you let me know, Lisbeth says chill several times when working on curses as well. Dipali says, for a second felt lost something, someone, very possible. You know, everything that stays with us for a while becomes our best friend. One of my favorite workshops is the one which is break up with your best friend right now, and because everything that stays long enough becomes a habit, even if it's an entity that's not doing us any good, if it's a curse that's definitely not doing us any good, anything that we've lived with for a long time becomes a part of us. So when we start letting go, we can have that sense of loss. We can even have a sense of anxiety. Like all this time we managed with this person, however unhealthy or toxic they were. And when I say this person, I mean this energy. So when we're letting it go, a part of us wonders if we will be able to recalibrate and begin anew. So you could have all kinds of reactions to all the clearings that are taking place right now. Let us finish with the 20% curses. 20% curses: unmade, undone, unborn. 20% curses: returned. 20% curses: dispersed, dispelled, expelled, repelled. 20% curses: transmuted. 20% curses: transformed. 20% curses: gone, all gone. Remaining 20% curses: gone, all gone. Have water, everybody. And Neelu, check and tell.
And it is at 0%.
Yay! Yay! Group, I'm going to go for a big one right now. You know, sometimes we have a sense of being cursed. Sometimes we think our life is a curse. Sometimes we think it's a punishment. When we have a sense, it's usually correct. But one of the heavinesses is usually a blind spot in all of us, and that is negativities. It's very easy for us to see negativities in other people. It's very difficult to see it for ourselves because each one of us thinks that we are so justified in saying, doing, thinking, living, believing, behaving the way that we are doing so. Neelu, please tell me the percentage of negativities in the group. Like, like Jaspinder says, I was startled as I felt something move behind my back and my back felt a shock. That is
40%.
also very, very,
Sorry,
very powerful, where you physically feel this movement taking place, like something is detaching from your body, like something is moving out or off your body. Yeah, Neelu, please go ahead. So sorry.
no, I'm really sorry. 40%.
40%. 40% is nominal negativity. So congratulations, everybody. Y'all are leading quite the positive 5D life. Let us still remove this 40% negativity as well, and let us see how that makes us feel, including for any aches and pains that may have shown up right now as the clearing started. So Sunita, check after this one. Everybody with me, 40% negativities, you can leave now. 9 more times. 40% negativities, you can leave now. 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 You can all leave now, you can all leave now, you can all leave now, you can all leave now. You can all leave now. Have water, everybody. 40% negativities, deactivated. 40% negativities, deactivated. 40% negativities, dismantled. 40% negativities, unconstructed. 40% negativities, deconstructed. 40% negativities, evicted. 40% negativities, expelled. 40% negativities, dispelled. 40% negativities, repelled. 40% negativities, gone, all gone. Have water again, everybody. Neelu, please check and tell us, from 40% negativities, how much is it now?
We're on a
Yeah.
voice call. I can't even make a dramatic face and stuff. It's at 0%.
Yay! Everybody, one round of applause, starting from your left foot, foot coming up in a circle, over your head, coming down to the right foot, from the right foot coming up again, over the head, and down to the left foot. Finish in the center, and check how you're doing. Gabriel says, as usual, I don't feel anything. Does that mean that I'm too dense to feel, heal, or little entity attachment? So one, Gabriel, if you're going to say as usual, you would hate to be wrong. Because when it's as usual, we have a deep sense of satisfaction about how right we are, that I don't feel anything. How do you know you don't feel anything? You feel that you don't feel anything, right? So you're still aware of something. Check if there is a movement in the body, if you're yawning, burping, sighing, if there is any kind of strain or stress or pressure. Also check what kind of thought comes up. Also check if there's a memory that's coming up. Sometimes our reactions aren't always visceral. Often they are, 9 out of 10 times they are, but they can also be emotional and mental. Some of the easy places where negativities are already present and therefore entities and curses and ill will find easy home are in areas that are dirty, crowded, cluttered. There are too many ill people and not enough light. Like if there are parts of your house that tend to be a little darkish, these are very happy homes for negativities, for entities. If you have somebody with extreme mental disorders, because with mental disorders it's very difficult to be present and available in the body. It's very difficult to be grounded in the body. So the auric field doesn't develop enough to fend off these energies. Alcoholism, drug abuse, invariably these places carry quite a bit of entity attachment, ill will attachment, negativity attachment. How many alcoholics do you know who live in beautiful, pristine, clear surroundings? How many drug users do you know who make sure that their houses or themselves or their cupboards are very clean? That clutter, that crowdedness, that lack of light, that shadowy areas in the house, it's a good idea to light candles or fix light bulbs there to definitely clean those areas, put white, pink, roses, flowers in those areas. Like bringing home flowers is not just an act of beauty and aesthetics, it's very protective. Flowers are so healing. Bach flowers, right? There's a whole body of medicine that is based on what flowers can give us. Bringing flowers home is really wonderful for how it upgrades the vibration of the house. And this one, so the evil eye is belongs mostly to older civilizations, like first world countries do not really have an understanding of the evil eye, but the evil eye is also one of the ways in which black magic can take place. Like somebody can look at you with such intense desire for your destruction that a black magic spell can automatically be put into motion. In India, we call this buri nazar. And in fact, on most of our trucks that ply the highways, we always have at the back of the truck, buri nazar wale tera muh kala, which is, basically saying, listen, if you're going to look at me badly, I'm already cursing you beforehand. So if you're looking at me badly, please know that something bad is already going to happen to you. So it's like a protection slogan and mantra that most truck drivers have at the back of their truck. Very prettily done. It's actually very pleasing to the eye. Neelu, will you please check the percentage of evil eye in the group? Gabriel, artificial flowers have no healing properties. In fact, in feng shui, it is not even recommended to have plastic flowers at home. Plastic or dead flowers at home. And Gabriel says, ever since we put up the evil eye to protect ourselves from a manipulative neighbor, he doesn't bother us anymore. Fantastic. Fantastic. The evil eye is also the eye that covets what you have. You ever had that? You ever had somebody show up at your house? God forbid you haven't done that to anybody, but when people show up and they just, and they say, oh wow, what a beautiful house you have, but it's not a compliment. You know that it's coming from a space of jealousy, that they don't have such a house. So even the coveting eye can become a evil eye. And Gabriel said he actually died. Oh my. Well, I hope that he was buried with full grace and sacred rites, because everybody deserves that. But at the same time, I'm also grateful that it's not an energy that you have to be dealing with anymore. Yes, Neelu, how much is the level of evil eye in the group?
60%.
Whoa, more than curses.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So the evil eye, one, the desire to covet, and the desire to see you, us, break, fall, be destroyed. Like I remember in another group, one of my practitioner colleagues had put up a poster that says, your candle cannot shine brighter just because you put out somebody else's. But in the evil eye, for the evil eye caster, there is a great sense of relief that the other doesn't have it. So it brings them great reassurance and comfort. Evil eye casters come from spaces of intense jealousy and insecurity. Neelu, the 60% evil eye, I'm just going to put that aside for a moment. Will you please give me the percentage of jealousy on the group?
Nidhu, 70%.
Got it. So I'm going to go for jealousy first, and then let us see automatically what that does for the percentage of the evil eye. So everybody, you know the drill. The first round, which is 10 times, is 70% jealousies. You can leave now. 70% jealousies. You can leave now. 70% jealousies. You can leave now. 70% jealousies, 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 you can leave now. Everybody have some water. And I have about 3 candles burning, and one candle is like, it's like the candle is getting inflamed. Like the flames are just rising and broadening and shaking and moving. So this was a really phenomenal clearing. Let me do a little bit more. Jealousies transmuted. Jealousies stop and leave now. Jealousies extracted. Jealousies detoxed, 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 detoxed. Jealousies disengaged. Jealousies ejected. My mother's jealousies, you can leave now. My father's jealousies, you can leave now. My child's jealousies, you can leave now. My mother's jealousies in me, removed. My father's jealousies in me, removed. My jealousies in my child, removed. Jealous mothers and jealous fathers, jealous children and jealous families, coming down 7 generations of 7 elder mothers and 7 elder fathers, on my mother's side, your mother's side, my father's side, your father's side, you can all leave now 100 trillion times. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. Remaining jealousies, released, removed, dispersed, dispelled, expelled, repelled, gone, all gone. Have your next sip of water, everybody. Nidhu, please check level of jealousies and tell us. And simultaneously, please also check the level of evil eye and tell us.
Nidhu, I'm sorry, I missed that question. Could you just repeat it? I suddenly got some soot on my hand and I had to wash it off.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Yeah. Did you ask a question? Because I had the water running, so I didn't hear.
Yes. Can you please check level of jealousies and then
Yes.
the level of evil eye? And Sonal is being able to hear bells on the call. Is anybody else hearing bells? Bells are good. Church
That's from the
bells.
temple nearby.
Yay! We are so blessed. We are being looked after. We are being taken care of. God has their eye and hand over us. Awesome.
And it's Shivji ka temple.
Wow! Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Tell us, Neelu, what is the percentage of jealousies right now?
Jealousy has dropped to 30%, Nidhu.
Excellent. So it's dropped to less than half. So it's dropped from 70%. Am I correct?
Yes.
And how much was the evil eye? 60%?
That was 60%, yes.
Yeah. Can you please check that also? Nishna says having bad headache suddenly. And Nishna, you could be reacting to the clearing of the curse. I feel like some curse is getting lifted. You could also be reacting to, of course, the presence of evil eye and jealousy.
Curses has come down to 0, Nidhu.
That's right. But I felt like Nishna was having a delayed reaction.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I meant evil eye has come down to zero. I'm so sorry.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Because we brought jealousy down. But jealousy is, we're not born jealous. We don't just become jealous. Jealousy is actually a symptom of insecurities. When we have very unsafe, unprotected, anxious, worried life, we become very insecure. Then we can't bear to see other people get something or have something because because it takes us to the belief system of insecurity, which is there isn't enough for me. So if I'm going to see somebody else get more, it means there's even lesser for me now, which is of course incorrect. But when we are in that state, we don't know that. Neelu, please do a check for level of insecurities in the group.
30%.
Very good. Very good. I feel like 30% could just go off like that. So we're going to do a very quick clearing on this one. Everybody, what we're going to do is we're just going to say 30% insecurity. Reframed. 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 So you're going to say reframed and you're going to click your fingers. You're going to say reframed again and click your fingers again and reframed again and click your fingers again and have a sip of water. And Neelu, please check what's the level of insecurities in the group now.
Snap your fingers away because it's at zero.
Fantastic. Superb. Well done, my darlings. Well done. This is very good letting go. Letting go is one of the hardest things in life, but this is fantastic clearing. I want to bring up two other aspects of negativity. And these other two aspects are self-destructive behaviors and self-sabotaging behaviors. Self-destructive behaviors are actually like a death wish, where you will spite yourself so much that you will put yourself in harm's way. Self-sabotage is, when everything is going fine, but we get a little anxious, we get a little insecure, and then we smudge that painting. We drop like water on it, or we end up saying something when a conversation is flowing beautifully and that just kind of destroys the conversation. So both of these aspects, self-destructive behaviors as well as self-sabotaging behaviors. Neelu, will you please do a check on self-sabotage and self-destructive, even death wish? And Neelu has asked for 2 minutes for herself. This is, as you can see, my darlings, the decrees are so quick. Everything's moving so rapidly that, in fact, why don't I give y'all also 2 minutes? Have water, stretch, stand, rock back and forth on the balls and heels of your feet. Clap a little bit around you, clap around your phone, your computer, your lemons. And let me see what it is that's going on with you all. Sonal says, my candle dripping a lot today. Yeah, mine as well. In fact, one of them is already extinguished, like it's burnt out so rapidly. Vandana says, I'm getting lovely fragrance of a scent stick from my window. Fantastic. If it's not from your scent stick, then it's the presence of angels. By the way, my darling, for those of you all joining us for the first time, all of these, the salt, the candle, and the lemons, they're all present for our protection. Dipali says pain in the right side of the ear, of the head and the ear, the whole side. How are you doing right now? Neil's left ear is ringing. How is Neil now? Joan, hands have been very heavy. How is it now? Gwen says, yesterday a person that brought lots of chaos into my life in the past showed up. I didn't even recognize her from the negativity hanging around her. It brought out negativity in me, and an accident almost happened to me after connecting with her. She definitely gave me the evil eye. I saw it, while at the same time acting like she was so happy to see me. I'm so happy this call is happening today. Absolutely, my love. Gwen, how's your sense of safety, protection, and grounding right now? Vandana says, I felt like crying. I hope you did, my love. Ashla says, I have been through evil eye on me so many times. Please help us protect ourselves for the future too. And definitely, my love, as you know, the new moon calls take place every month on new moon day, and we are constantly doing maintenance work on letting go of these energies, because so much of this is not in our control. You know, the things that are in our control, the way that we feel, our anxieties, our fears, our grief, our anger, our limiting beliefs, our behaviors, all of this is in our hands, and we can do something about it. But these kind of attacks from outside, we need support. We need to constantly keep clearing and maintaining. Like even with entity clearings, or the clearings for jealousies, or the clearings for insecurities, it doesn't mean that by next month we won't experience them again. We could. But as long as we keep doing this, as long as we keep falling into the pattern of using the most powerful day in the month, which is the new moon day, and the one day before the new moon day, we will be fine. Gina says, have stomach churning. How is that? Sonji says, felt an intense amount of tingling from that jealousy clearing. Vandana's left side candle is almost done. Sunita's head is yet heavy. Sunita, heaviness comes from negativity, trauma, that is unacknowledged trauma, and unexpressed anger. Which one of it is it for you? And you have to be very honest and take a look at this. Because like I said, my darling, for all of us, our negativities are a blind spot. Like maybe we realize, oh, okay, I'm behaving like this. But the extent of our negativities only gets revealed in either how we are triggered by somebody else's negativities, or when somebody points it out to us. Yogesh says backache. Yogesh, did that just start? Vishal says, I have acquired this self-sabotaging and self-destructive behavior. Having carefully built everything, I tend to destroy everything. And it's not your fault, Vishal. Self-sabotaging and self-destructive behaviors come from, they come from very, very unloving family energies. I'll give you an example. Like one of my friends was telling me how they wanted to start this home delivery business of mousses. And he makes fabulous mousses. They're fabulous, and they're organic, and they're vegan, and they're sugar-free. Really lovely. And I'm not even a fan of mousse, but I would enjoy his mousse so much. When he started buying the stuff for taking orders, and he brought it home, his mother screamed at him. His mother, was like, what is all this stuff? It's taking up so much on this kitchen table, and what is this you're doing anyway? What is, like, she told him a lot of things. And that very evening, he, in that anger, in that frustration, in that helplessness, he took everything and he gave it away to a friend who's a baker, and he said, I am never doing this again. It's just, sometimes when somebody's really mean to you, you put it on yourself and you say, fine, I won't do it. Are you happy now? Fine. I won't dress up in my favorite shoes just to go down to get bread. Are you happy now? That we take on their meanness and express it in ways that are self-destructive and self-sabotaging. Vishal, do you have these kind of mean people in your business or your family? Yogesh, Let's take a look at your backache. Anybody else with pain? I'm just doing this. Pain, gone, all gone. Remaining pain, gone, all gone. Aches, gone, all gone. Remaining aches, gone, all gone. Hurting, gone, all gone. Remaining hurts, gone, all gone. Pain, you can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now. All areas of stuckness give rise to pain. In fact, pain is a symptom of severe stuckness. And where the pain shows up tells you where you're stuck, depending on the body part. So like, for example, if you get pain in your feet, you are stuck in taking action to move ahead. If you get pain in the head, you are stuck in how negatively you are thinking and how difficult it is to change over to better, wholesome, healthier thoughts. Stuck, you can leave now. Pain, you can flow out now. Stuck energies, you can start flowing now. Energies, you can flow now. Energies, you can flow easily and effortlessly now. Energies, you can flow cleanly and clearly now. Energies, you can flow healthily and purely now. Energies, you can become more sattvic now. Sattvic purity floods my system now. Sattvic purity floods all my systems now. Sattvic purity floods your systems now. Sattvic purity floods all your systems now. Yogesh, check. Everybody who's had pain anywhere, please check. Neelu, please give us the percentage of self-destructive behaviors. In fact, instead of the word self-destructive, give me the percentage of death wish on the group, because that's what self-destruction really is, which is, I just don't want this life anymore. I'm just going to kill it. And Yogesh's pain is gone. Fantastic. Everybody else, how are you all doing, my darlings? While Neelu tells us what the level of death wish, stroke, self-destructive energies are in the group.
It's 50%, Nidhu.
Okay. 50% death wish extracted. 50% death wish dismantled. 50% death wishes. I'm going to do it again. 50% death wishes extracted. 50% death wishes dismantled. 50% death wishes deactivated. Deactivate now. Deactivating. Deactivated. 50% death wishes disassemble. Disassemble. Disassembling. Disassembling. Disassembled. 50% death wishes disassembled. 50% death wishes mitigated, nullified, released, removed, relinquished, dispersed, dispelled, expelled, repelled, gone, all gone. I feel like there's something pending here, but Neelu, just give me a check on what's the percentage now, and let me see what comes to mind.
Nidhu, it's down to 30%.
How much, Neelu?
Down to 30%.
Down to 30%. Remaining 30% okay, let me just complete this. Remaining 30% death wishes, gone, all gone. Reframe, reframe, reframe. Reframing, reframing, reframing. Reframed, reframed, reframed. 30% death wishes. Everybody please do this with me. 30% death wishes, you can leave now. 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 Begone, begone, begone. Removed, released, relinquished. Dispersed, dispelled, expelled, repelled, gone, all gone. Nidhu, check.
At 0%, Nidhu.
Superb, ma, superb. And just in case there are energies that do not see the similarity between death wish and self-destructive behaviors, just give me a percentage for self-destructive as well. Alifia says, all of a sudden I'm very drowsy. This can happen when there's so much taking place in the body that the conscious mind has to be stopped from thinking too much. Please rest, lie down, close your eyes, stay connected to us, allow the work to continue without the mind getting in the way. And of course, please hydrate. And by the way, my darling, all of y'all over the next 24 hours might feel this, might feel exhausted, drowsy, lethargic, like in a stupor, like you're not sure what's happening. All of that is part of the transition trauma. And transition trauma is when you know that you have to move from this state to that state, but it's difficult. That difficulty shows up in the mind being kicked out of the equation. If you need to rest, you must rest. If you need to eat different kind of food, eat different kind of food. If you need to be lighter, eat lighter. If you need to fast, you're not hungry at all, don't eat anything. Honor the messages of the body in transition over the next 24 hours. Not to mention that we have yet another call coming up tomorrow, which is dedicated to black magic removal. And the reason why we are not taking on black magic today is because black magic is such a big frequency that it needs a call completely dedicated to it.
Nidhu, self-destructive energies are at 30%.
30% self-destructive, you can leave now. 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 30% self-destructive, gone, all gone. 30% self-destructive, deactivated, deactivated, deactivated. 30% self-destructive, disassemble, disassemble, disassembling, disassembling, disassembled, disassembled. 30% self-destructive, dismantled, deactivated, disassembled, deconstructed, reduced, released, removed, repelled, expelled, dispelled, dispersed. 30% self-destructive, gone, all gone. Nidhu, please check.
Gone, all gone, 0%.
Yay! One more round of applause, please. Starting from your left foot, coming up, going over your head, coming down to your right foot, coming back from your right foot, coming up, going over the head, coming down to the left foot. Stop at the middle, have some water, and finally, Neelu, please tell me percentage of self-sabotage.
Nidhu, self-sabotage is at 60%, and just in case there was something that was left pending at 20% from earlier.
Like in self-sabotage itself?
No, this is just immediately after curses, which is the entity that we checked on. Jealousies?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that was at 20%, and we were doing you were doing the others, waiting for to come back to that. So I think that one's still pending from then, and right now it is self-sabotage is at 60%.
It's quite a bit. My darling, what is going on? Let us remove it. Self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is when you know you shouldn't do it, but you can't help yourself and you do it. Whether it's the third round of dessert, and this is note to myself, or whether it's staying up late when you know you have an early morning. It's leaving things to the last minute, like you know you shouldn't do it, but something in you takes over. So, 60% self-sabotage, you can leave now. 9 times with me, please. 60% self-sabotage, you can leave now. 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 60% self-sabotage behaviors, disengage, 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 disengaging, 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 disengaged, disengaged, disengaged. Neelu, check.
Yes, please disengage and be gone. You're at 0% now.
Fantastic. And I also stopped there because I had a sense of the wound of abandonment. And 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 I think that makes sense in self-sabotaging behavior because it's like we abandon ourselves in that moment. We abandon our good sense, we abandon our common sense, we abandon our knowing, we abandon the voice of the conscience. You know, we abandon ourselves in that moment. Neelu, will you please do our last check for today, which is the wound of abandonment in the group?
%, Nidhu.
40%. And Vandana, you're having a lot of pain on the right side and feeling a lot of heaviness. Do you remember where it started? What was the clearing going on? And also, please just say pain, you can leave now. Heaviness, you can leave now. Painful heaviness, you can leave now. Heavy pain, you can leave now. Please hold your right side index finger and middle finger as well. Actually, I'm changing that. Please hold your middle finger and ring finger together of the right side. And I'm going with 40% abandonment. 40% abandonment, you can leave now. 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 40% abandonment, nullified, undone, unmade, unformed, unborn. 40% abandonment, deactivated, disassembled, disengaged, dismantled. 40% abandonment, released, removed, dispersed, dispelled, expelled, repelled. Gone, all gone. 40% abandonment, you can completely heal now. Have water, everybody. And Nilu, just check. And Nilu, while you're checking, Jamal asked, how do I keep relatives have been attacked by evil colleagues too? How do we keep such people at bay? Only by being more and more grounded in your own authenticity. You know, when we have been kept safe and protected and we keep waiting for somebody else to make us feel safe and protected, then it becomes very easy for predator energies to come through to us. And all of us have been through this, you know, where we don't know how to do it and we hope the other person will change, or somebody wonderful will show up in our lives and make us feel safe and warm and hugged and held and protected. But at the end of the day, everything comes back to us. How independent we can be, how ferocious we can be about keeping ourselves safe. Go ahead, Neelu, tell.
0%, Nidhu.
Fantastic, Ma. Fantastic. And my third candle just went out, which means that the energy in this room has used up every bit of absorption it could for the energies that have been released. How is everybody feeling? Neelu, I will let you take a break now. Very well done, Ma. Thank you so much. And Lisbeth.
Thank you, Nidhu. My pleasure.
Lisbeth says, is the black magic call a paid call? Not tomorrow. There is one that will be in even more depth and detail on Saturday. That is a paid call. But the one that is tomorrow is at no charge. Please come. We will be sharing the link. And Gwen says, my inner child wants chocolate for breakfast. Well, once in a while, please give it. You know, some days are meant for treats. Vishal says, how do we demarcate our own boundaries, not being influenced by the energies of our parents or families, yet times it is so overpowering and overwhelming, we cannot help but empathize. The mind is always caught up in its addictive patterns and always wants something bad to happen. Any possible explanation? Vishal, it is as you have said, you know, the thing with family is our sense of loyalty to them. So it's very difficult to break away from family paradigms, especially if you're living with them. One of the reasons why Mother Nature designed every child to leave the herd or begin their own herd is this, where you are not held back by the parent. It is always easier to move on and beyond the family limitations and programs if you have distance with them. As Indian, Asian, children and probably Oriental and East and Far Eastern families as well, where we like to be together, where our sense of tribe is very intense and overrides the desire to leave, you will see that invariably everyone is affecting everyone. Like one bad apple gives rise to so many bad apples. And the thing to do in that is to make sure that you're always taking time off for your own work. And how do you do that? You do that by strengthening your voice. You do that by saying, I will not indulge in this. This is my time. I am taking time off to study, to repair, to restore, to regenerate, to meditate, whatever it is that you do. I am taking this 1 hour walk by myself on a daily basis. It means initially that the family will get upset, especially if you all are used to doing everything together, but everybody adjusts. As you keep putting your foot down more and more, that sense of distance while staying in the family also shows up. And Gabrielle says, hungry? Please eat something, my darlings. Please eat something. Please drink a lot of water. I am going to see you on tomorrow's intense anti-black magic call, which is the white magic call. If you look at what we've done today, what we've done is use words as spells. And in black magic, what you do is use words for harmful purposes. When we use words for our betterment or the betterment of others, we are using white words. So using the decrees, which is really white words, light words, bright words, we are going to be removing black magic spells on us. For those of you all who are already on the Telegram group, getting your reading and percentage done, if Neelu has confirmed that your percentage exists, that you do have black magic, please do come on tomorrow's call. Do not wear anything black, including undergarments. Please keep your lemon cut, your bowl of salt, keep your water a little distance, your drinking water a little distance away. Keep your drinking water covered. Also keep with yourself a tiny object. When I say tiny object, I mean like a pebble, like a tiny stone, like something that you can throw out of the house after the call is done. You will keep this tiny object on a sheet of paper or a sheet of newspaper, because when you have to then pick up the object after the call, you're going to be covering the object with the paper or the newspaper and throwing it out like that. You will not be touching the object directly with your hands. And that is all that is required. Please process your shifts peacefully. Respect the signals of the body. If you can't make it for tomorrow's call, because there's so much going on from today's call, and of course the solar eclipse is tomorrow as well, so you could be having other reactions to that. Don't worry at all. You will be sent the replay as well, and you can listen to it after that. What we're going to be doing is what we've done today. We're going to take a look at the percentage on the group, maybe take a look at some who have very high percentages, and then let us see what life brings for us after that. The effects of black magic take time to show up, but the results and the shifts in the body can be experienced immediately. So I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to you living your life in the lightness, whiteness, brightness, gladness, happiness, wholeness of 5D. So thank you very much, my darlings, for being here. You all are very brave, and see you tomorrow. Big love, big hug. Namaste from India.